Theo?
Who's there?
Theo?
Hello?
Theo?
Max, is that you?
Theo?
Who's there?
Theo?
Hello?
Theo?
Max, is that you?
Theo?
Who's there?
Theo?
Hello?
Theo?
Max, is that
Theo?
Max, is that Max, is that you? Who's there? Hello?
What are you doing up so late?
I couldn't sleep. I think I'm having a crisis of faith, Pax. Ever since you mentioned the cargo again. Time and again, we've been caught unaware by a lack of information. We didn't know about the robot's past, and it hijacked the bus. Eli and Z weren't informed about our cover story, which could have been disastrous at the diner. What if we find ourselves in a situation where knowing what we're transporting could save our lives? It's hard to keep going on just blind faith in the mission when we know nothing about what's on that data key.
So let's plug it into Lottie's computer and take a look.
I mean, we could. It's Purity hardware. We won't get another chance like this. But we can't betray Nova Scotia's trust. Not after everything they've done for me. Not if it puts our mission in jeopardy.
Stop being weak. You want to just cower here because you're scared of pissing off your boss? You want to let some weird shadow corporation dictate your actions? Or do you want to take a stand and find out what you're risking your life over?
I'm not scared. You're right. There's no point wasting the night with a crisis of faith, when we can do something about it. Let's go, Pax. Let's do this. The door to the security office is locked with her voice. But the thing is, her voice is portable. If we can get a hold of her voice box... I'm going to hell for this. Excuse me.
Any idea about how to get a hold of Lottie's voice box?
This part is all you, Pax. I can't do it. Jesus is watching. Maybe check if the door is open first.
Close your eyes and think of England. Okay, little buddy, just chill. It's me, Pax. Remember? Hey, you hungry? We might be able to work something out. I bring you snacks, you bring me something that belongs to your human mom. You like peanuts, little guy? This is yours if you help me. I need your mom's voice box. Got it? Voice box. You know, the thing she speaks through. Go get me the voice box. The voice box. Stupid trash panda. No, that's not it. The voice box.
That worked? The animal understood you.
I don't know what Gnome did, but they did something right. Good boy. Easy as stealing a voice box from a crazy lady living alone in a mall with a pet raccoon.
Please, don't. We've done a terrible thing. Let's just go to the security room and get this over with. We need to return her voice box as soon as we're done. Just speak through the voice box.
You. Open door?
Nice impression. Now, let's get this over with. Plug it into that slot.
It's asking for a password.
Try Decorruption Initiative, lowercase with a hyphen.
That worked. How did
I
you...
worked in Purity for 10 years, Pax. Click that folder.
What are we looking at here, Theo?
Data. I mean, more like a database. It's a massive archive, but I don't know what this... Try that folder.
More cryptic names. Wait, some of this looks familiar.
What are you two doing in there?
Unplug it, now. Hey, CT. I mean, Viola. Still getting used to the new name.
Hello. That's okay, so am I. What are you doing here so late at night? In Lottie's office? Where's Lottie? Is she up?
We were just, doing some research for tomorrow, in case we have time to see the sights before our gig.
You could have simply asked me. I have a large database of roadside attractions.
We didn't want to...
I'm sorry, Viola. Theo wanted to help Lottie with her computer. She mentioned she was having some software problems, and with Theo being a software engineer and working experience from Purity, it's supposed to be a surprise, so maybe don't tell Lottie? Or anyone?
Oh, I see. No, don't worry. I won't ruin the surprise. What exactly was the problem?
I am super tired. I think I'll head to bed now. Pax, want to walk with me?
A job? What kind of job?
Well, we've done as much as we can with the equipment I have, but my employers, they have a proposition. They want you to come to Nova Scotia to continue the work.
Oh, easy. I'll just jump on the first flight and wait, there are no flights, or trains, or even buses.
Right. So they've asked me to put you in touch with someone.
And this someone has a job for me. Doing what exactly?
Bringing something to Nova Scotia. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. But Theo's a good man. You can trust him.
So, if I do this job, I get to leave Pacifica and go to Nova Scotia? What happens when I get there?
You get paid. And you'll have a choice. Stay and help with the research or go, like, anywhere you want.
Sounds too good to be true. What's the job?
Aside from what I just told you, I really have no idea. If you accept, Theo will brief you. There's one more thing.
Of course there is.
They're looking for more anomals to expand the research. Now, I haven't told them about, your friends. If you need to bring someone else on board, they'll arrange for that and pay accordingly.
And if I say no?
We part ways, and maybe we don't see each other again for a while. They're sending me elsewhere. To dig deeper into the origins of the proto-language, there are some interesting cave drawings. I want to take a look at it. Sorry, I know this isn't exactly your field of interest.
Tell me more about your research.
Really? Well, we've been over this already, but I've spoken about how the proto-language contains the building blocks for all language, including your Vox. But there's so much we don't know. That's why we must continue the work, hopefully with more anomals and all the resources available to us in Nova Scotia. I'll be pursuing parallel research into where and when the proto-language originated. We know it emerged independently in different parts of the world over 50,000 years ago. And we've studied cave drawings, runic languages. I believe we're getting close. Language is the foundation for human consciousness. It's how we make sense of the world around us and how we shape it. It's incredibly powerful. And the way anomals are able to use language to change human perception, we've only barely scratched the surface there. Maybe, through all of this, we can figure out how the broadcast triggered your vocals, and perhaps find a way to use this to help anomals and make a better world. And I know you probably need to get out of here.
What do your employers want with this knowledge?
We are still trying to figure out how to help people. If the broadcast used the proto-language to package and transmit negative memes and disinformation, perhaps there's a way to do the opposite. I'm not saying a second broadcast necessarily, but use language to improve lives, transmit facts, truths, positive memes. Counteract the original sin, so to speak. Language can be dangerous, as you well know. But in the right hands, if we can use their tools against our oppressors, liberate humanity from the shackles of autocracy, we're idealists, Pax. We want language to be free, not controlled by any single government or entity. But, truth be told, I'm mostly in this for the science.
Any new theories about the noise?
The noise?
The broadcast, sorry. Force of habit.
We know the infodemic spread viral disinformation through a wide-spectrum signal broadcast from inside the Republic. I mean, that's the one thing everyone agrees on. And we know the broadcast hit people in different ways. The closer you were to the epicenter, the harder you were hit. It induced paranoia, fear, anger, violence. It triggered a massive mental health crisis, turned neighbor against neighbor. It divided America. And it created you, anomals. In a tiny percentage of those exposed, and we have no idea why you specifically, it induced a sort of phonological, morphological, and syntactic metamorphosis. It basically gave you direct and subconscious access to the proto-language in its original form, the language of creation. But, of course, that was 30 years ago, and there's been no new broadcast, no new anomals since the original infodemic. If we can figure out how it happened, then maybe it's all part of our research into the proto-language, and it's fascinating. I'll miss having you in the lab, but perhaps later tonight.
How does the meme figure into all of this?
Well, from what you've told me, it's truly one-of-a-kind technology that can translate and rewrite echoes of the proto-language. Well, this could provide us with a whole new perspective of how the proto-language works. I figure this must be something used in the original research and development of the tech used to trigger the infodemic broadcast. It's invaluable, but of great value to you, if you can get your hands on it. Of course, if you take the job, it'll get you back into the Republic. And I'm sure Theo can be persuaded to take a detour into Oregon to get the meme. You'd both benefit financially from it, and we would benefit scientifically.
I really should get going.
Did you want to maybe later?
I'm meeting a friend for dinner, but after, sure. Your place?
Yeah. Look, about what I said the other night about maybe seeing if we can, figure out if there's something here, something more permanent in our...
Oh no. Not again.
If we're going to concentrate the building blocks of modern linguistics and the entirety of human knowledge into a centralized hub, we have to call it something.
We can do that once we know how to use it. For all we know, it won't even work.
Oh, live a little.
Nothing you say is real. You bring chaos to the cosmos.